Today we're going to be making sushi. So these are the items that you're going to need. First, you're going to need sushi rice or short grain rice. If you can't find specifically titled sushi rice, you can find short grain rice. I found this at Kroger for like $1.99, I think. You're going to need Philadelphia cream cheese because we're going to be doing California rolls or variations. Some carrots, cucumber, avocado, smoked salmon. I have two types of smoked salmon I'm going to do. Beechwood cold smoked salmon from New Zealand. And I'm going to do sockeye salmon, applewood smoked. Got those at Kroger also. Rice vinegar, a sushi roller, and we're going to cover it in Saran wrap first. So that I'll show you how to do that. And salt for the rice. Alright, first we're going to measure out the rice. So we're going to do 2 cups of rice, 2 cups of sushi rice. First we're going to wash it though. Okay, we're basically going to do the whole bag. I don't know how much I'm going to need, so I'm just going to do the whole bag. That was 2 cups of rice. So I got the bowl. I'm going to go ahead and dump it back out into my strainer, and I'm going to come over to the sink and wash it. I'm just going to use cold water and I'm going to wash it like that. So your first wash should be looking like this. I'm just going to dump that water off. I'm going to do it again. Alright, and we got another wash that is like that. It's going to start getting clearer and clearer. That's as clear as we're going to get it. Okay. So the reason we wash our rice is because we're getting the starches off. And I don't know if you know this, but sushi rice has a lot of starch. The starch is what keeps it together, holds it together, makes it stick together. So whenever you want sticky rice, if you don't have short grain rice, and you just have regular medium grain or long grain rice, you can still use it. Just don't wash it before you cook it, and you can use it. But I really recommend go ahead and get the sushi rice or short grain rice, and I can show you the size of that. This is the size of short grain rice, so it's really tiny grains in comparison to regular medium grain or long grain rice. You want short grain for. Granted, I'm no expert on how to make sushi, but I have done it a couple times, so I'm just going to show you my process. I'm not an expert on rice, period. I don't have a ranch that I make rice, so we're just going to do it that way. I always follow the instructions on the back of the package for making sushi rice because I don't make it that often. And so it says 1 cup of rice and 1 3/4 cup of water. And so we did 2 cups of rice, so we're gonna do 2 cups, and I don't do math, so we're gonna do double the amount of 3/4, whatever that means. 6/8, is that right? Okay, of water, and bring that to a boil. Place rice and water into a boil, bring to a boil, and then we're going to cover, reduce, and we'll cook it for 15 minutes. Actually, we're going to cook it for 30 minutes because we have double the amount of rice. Our rice is in the pot. I'm going to pour, I already measured out the water. I'm going to pour it in. I'm going to add a little bit of salt. I'm going to turn the eye on high to bring it to a boil. Then when it's at a boil, I'll reduce the temperature to low. And I will cover it and let it cook for 30 minutes. In the meantime, we're going to prepare our sushi roller. And so this is just a naked sushi roller. You can get these at any cooking supply store. You can get them on Amazon. Sometimes I've even seen them at Kroger's, Publix, other places that sell oriental type items. So first, to protect my wooden roller, I'm gonna, and to keep it from getting super dirty, I'm gonna roll it in, wrap it in Saran wrap. And all I'm gonna do to do that is pull enough out first, lay it over the top of it. Actually, I'm gonna lay my wrap on top of the Saran wrap. So I'm going to lay it on top of my Saran wrap. I'm going to fold the edges and cut the Saran wrap. Yes, I'm going to use a knife. This is just going to be easier. Use a knife. Okay, and we don't want the wrap to roll, so we don't want to do it too tight. We don't want to fold it too tight. So I'm just going to gently fold it over, and the Saran wrap will stick to itself. Then I'm going to fold my edges in. Try not to make a thing. Yeah. Alright, that's that. That's what it looks like. I'm going to roll it one time just so that I can get the excess air out of it and make sure that it will roll properly. I also forgot to mention that in our ingredients, or in the things that you will need a pack of Nori seaweed. So you can just get this at your local supermarket. I got this at the market, the Oriental market. It's just yaki sushi nori. So we'll need that. So we're gonna finish prepping the rest of it. So we got our roller wrapped. Now I'm going to wash and cut the carrot and cucumber. Sorry, I'm eating a carrot. So I have baby carrots. I'm first going to use a paring knife. I'm just going to cut the carrot in half, long ways. Then I'm going to thinly slice the carrot. Now you can use a mandala if you have a mandala for this, but I have a mandala, but I'm using small carrots, so I thought it would just be easier for me to cut them into small pieces. So these are the size pieces I'm going for. Okay, and they're small enough that you can easily take a bite of them, and your mouth won't be overpowered with carrots. The rice is coming to a boil, so once it's boiling vigorously, I'm going to reduce the heat and cover the lid. I'm just going to tell you what I'm going to do. And so these are the carrots that I have cut up, and now we're going to do the cucumber. First, I'm going to cut the ends off the cucumber, and then I'm going to shave a little bit of the skin off of the cucumber. Cut it in half this way. Makes it easier to cut. Then I'm going to cut it this way. I'm gonna do that twice. Actually 3 times. Okay. So then I have these pieces, and they're that thick. They're like pretty thin. And then I'm gonna cut it long way to have strips. So I'm gonna go this way, and they're gonna be pretty thin strips. I'm just gonna put them in the bowl with my carrots. There we go. That one's a little thick. I'm gonna cut this one again. Okay. Boom. With the seeds. The seeded ones, I'm just gonna leave them like that, because nobody likes the seeded ones. Nobody want to eat the seeds, to be honest. Nobody wants the seeds. I'm gonna take those out. But I am gonna cut this one again. Again, you could do this on the mandala, but I don't want to get it out. It's an extra thing I need to wash. And who got time for that? Nobody. Alright, so I'm going to cut the avocado now. Alright, the rice is finished, so I'm going to pour it into this bowl to help it cool off. Because it needs to be cool for me to work with it. So I'm going to add 2 1/4 cups of vinegar, rice vinegar, and I'm going to mix it in. Okay, I think I'm just going to do 1 1/2. This is just going to add flavor to the rice. So I'm going to mix that into my rice, and then I'm going to let it cool. And that's all. Somebody woke up and wanted to join us. So I'm going to cut them a little thinner. Not too thin. Just some lines like before with the cucumber. Okay, so I'm going to cut the cream cheese as I go. I'm just going to pre-cut one so I show you how I'm going to do it. I'm just going to use a butter knife. And I'm going to cut long down the cream cheese. And then I'm going to half it again. So it's going to be a really big chunk of cream cheese in there. Okay. And I also have on hand a wet rag, because your hands will get dirty quickly. And I have a rice spatula, so it's gonna help spread it out. And I'm gonna show you 2 different ways you can do your sushi. Alright, first we're gonna start with the nori on the outside. So I'm just gonna take a sheet of nori and I'm going to put the rough side on the inside. Actually, I'm gonna put the shiny side on the inside and the rough side on the outside. I know that there's a certain way you're supposed to do it, but I can't remember. I think the shiny's supposed to be on the outside, but who cares? So I'm gonna put the shiny on the inside. I'm gonna do rice. I'm gonna wet my hand a little bit with the rag. I'm gonna get a ball of rice. I'm gonna put it in the middle, wet my hand, and start pushing it out. Actually, I'm gonna use my spatula to help me push it out. See, I told you, hands gonna get real dirty. So, be ready for it. I'm gonna use my spatula to help me push it around. A little bit more rice for this corner. A little bit for this corner. Now, because this rice, the rice is going to be on the inside of this roll, it doesn't have to be perfectly full of rice. I know I'm eating it. This is gross, right? Whatever. Ain't nobody but me in my household gonna eat this. So, if you don't like it, don't watch. Okay, so now I'm going to lay down. First, I'm gonna lay down the Philadelphia cream cheese. I'm gonna actually cut this again into another roll. I'm putting it in the middle. No, I'm putting it close to the edge. That's right. Okay. There we go. Clean that off. So if you can't see, this is where I have my stuff. So when I roll it over, it will close on it. I'm gonna put some cucumbers, carrots, now I'm gonna put my smoked salmon, or lox as people call them. Okay, now I'm gonna get ready to roll it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold the contents in first, and then I'm gonna just do a roll over like so, squeezing it. I'm gonna squeeze the roll in. Talia's talking. Then I'm gonna just keep rolling, squeeze it a little bit more, and just keep rolling. Squeeze, roll, squeeze, roll, squeeze, roll again, squeeze. Then it should be on my cutting board now. I'm gonna lift my sushi roller up. Check it out, it's on the cutting board. Squeeze it one more time just to make sure it's all good. And voila, we have a sushi roll. Now you can use this knife to cut it, or you can use a bigger knife, a serrated knife, to cut it. I'm cutting it half first. Okay, I'm gonna get one that's not serrated because I don't like the way it's cutting. Cut it again. Clean the knife off a little bit. Cut it again. These are big pieces. Cut it again. And this is what our rolls look like. You can put more in there, less in there, whatever you want to do. Enjoy it. And now we're going to do one with the rice on the outside. So first, we're still going to get the nori and lay it down first. Okay. I'm going to get the rice. Spread the rice out. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take the sushi roll that we have put rice on, and we're going to flip it over on our roller. Flip it over on the roller. Okay. Because it's so sticky, it's going to be a little difficult. I'm going to put the cream cheese down first. Okay.